How is it going, ladies and gentlemen? It's been a minute since I made a video, but here is that Cod WWII review. Basically, why I waited a little bit is because I forgot that there was actually going to be a second weekend for me to be able to play it, so I figured I can get some more playtime in, really formalize my opinion. I really dropped the honeymoon phase from the first weekend because I barely played it at all this weekend, as I did get max level really quick. So yeah, and I apologize for my voice being pretty scratchy. We had a pep odd at school Friday, and let's just say everyone in the gym could hear me. You are fortunate to be able to even understand and hear my voice because it has been shoddy all weekend, and work doesn't help. As you know, I work at a drive-in, and basically what I do is I park cars, so I have to yell at people to turn wheel right or left. So you'll be hearing probably a lot of voice cracks. And it's like 12 o'clock at night, so I don't want to be the loudest. So yeah, guys, bear with me here. So yeah, basically the overall opinion is going to be right at the end, or I don't know. You guys know how I do my commentaries. I kind of just threw on the record button. I really just wanted to make a video. I didn't really sit down and plan this at all. But yeah, the reason why I did wait was so I could play the second weekend without the honeymoon phase, as I got a lot of time into this Cod WWII beta now, so I can give a pretty decent opinion, as the second weekend was not filled with me just awing over playing the new Call of Duty. So let's start off with my first initial impressions. First initial impressions that this game is good, it's awesome. It's Call of Duty again. I'm super pumped for it. I can't wait till November to constantly play this game, play the campaign, play the zombies. I cannot wait to see all the maps, all the different weapons. And yeah, the new game mode War, I want to see more war maps. It's a really good game mode. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. And then it got to about Sunday of last weekend, and I got to the max level, which at the time was 25, or I think they might have just raised it to 30. I don't remember when they raised it, but I was the max level, and yeah, I've been playing a while, and I started to get out of the honeymoon phase, and I really started to put together some things. Well, then it turned out the beta ended Monday. So I was not able to really formulate my opinion in this new mindset, so I decided to hold off on the video. But initial impressions that the game is awesome. Now let's skip to this weekend, and I came home from work about 9:30, and I decided to jump on and play a few games. And I get on with this new mindset. I'm well aware of everything. I know the level cap has been raised. I don't remember how high it is. I know it's ridiculously high now. I think it's like level 40, because there's some weapons that are like level 36 unlocks. And I am not max level because I just haven't been playing a whole lot. But yeah, I went into it, and I really went as an analytical and critical critiquing standpoint in this go-around. As in, I am looking at really what is it like, how is it actually playing, because the whole first weekend I was blinded by thinking it was just an amazing COD because it was a boots on the ground COD. But Ghost was a boots on the ground COD, and we all know how that works. So obviously, just because it's boots on the ground does not mean it has redeeming qualities. Now, I do gotta say, first and foremost, any of you guys that have been playing this World War II beta that are probably getting butthurt right now because you think it's phenomenal, or maybe you're on the same spectrum I am and starting to agree with me, before you get all your titties in a twist, I still think this game is phenomenal. It's a good, solid Call of Duty game, but I think they did it right. Now, what am I talking about? The game still is chaotic in multiple different ways. They have a really short dolphin dive, which I do like that, but you can use it to your advantage to dive in front of your opponents and kind of throw them off, and basically it's a really cheeky drop shot, especially if you have a shotgun, because you can get right up on them, right underneath them, before they have even a chance to react. You can blast them in the face with some incendiary shells, which are ridiculously overpowered, and I hope they get changed. And You do sprint really fast. Basically, this whole time I've been playing this, I'm constantly comparing it to Call of Duty World at War, because that was the last Call of Duty World War II game, or World War II Call of Duty game we had. So it's a good game to compare to. And if you haven't played World at War, you were missing out. Sadly, the game is dead. You will never be able to play it in its actual state because there's too many hackers. You might be able to get a few games here and there, but it's just not worth it. That game is still probably one of my favorite Call of Duties ever, and that's a video for another day, what made that game so awesome. But yeah, I keep going. I went into this critical standpoint, and I realized that that is one thing that I do not like, is kind of how quick it is still, but it's also genius at the same time. How's it genius? That, well, the problem is that all these little kids, even though Boots on the Ground has been the most requested thing ever, Call of Duty is still gaining brand new players, like, by the millions every year with these new CODs, just because that's what every game has been doing. Titanfall, Call of Duty, a couple other games here and there has been having these advanced movements. And Call of Duty, honestly, the advanced movements were pretty solid, especially Black Ops 3 probably was the best advanced movements. Actually, I gotta say Infinite Warfare was probably the best advanced movements. That didn't have nearly as much charge. It kind of punished you for constantly using them. But Infinite Warfare had also a whole bunch of different issues. I'm going to leave that game to itself. I've never really played it ever since, like, December. So, yeah. And basically, what they did was still have this chaotic-ish movement. A faster-paced game is to do a wind down. I'm guessing, and I'm predicting, that next year's Call of Duty will be the pinnacle of what old-style, old-school Call of Duty will be, because it'll be back to a normal pace. I'm going to put it at a pace about Black Ops 1. Now, I'd got to say Black Ops 2 is probably the pacing that we're at with World War II. Black Ops 2 is a very fast-paced game, but that's because it was starting to go into the future. Black Ops 2 did it right. We all know how great Black Ops 2 was, even though there's some people that don't like it because the sniping, etc., etc. But I think Black Ops 2 is a really solid game, and that's World War II and Black Ops 2 play about the same way, just different maps, different weapons, TTK and everything. It's pretty crazy how similar those games are now that you actually look at it. And I think basically the best pacing we ever had in Call of Duty was probably Black Ops 1. It was a nice medium pace. You know, not every character ran super fast. It was the last Call of Duty with pro perks, so obviously not every character was super Speedy Gonzalez because you had to earn that. And yeah, so I'm thinking this year's Call of Duty will be pretty solid. Call of Duty World War II is going to be good. I don't care what anybody's going to say. It's going to be good enough to be able to play all year. Unlike Infinite Warfare, unlike Black Ops 3, even though Black Ops 3 was a half-decent game, I still didn't like playing it all year. I took a break. I got to Prestige 9 and quit playing for like 6 months. And then right when I got back into it to get Prestige 10, which I did get Prestige 10, got Prestige 10 like level 49, then I got rid of the Xbox. And now I have it again on the PlayStation 4, but I really don't play multiplayer all that much. I did for a while. I'm still pretty good at it. I might jump on and play that again one time just to give you guys a comparison of what it's like to go back to these games, because I'm the only Call of Duty, the only shooter I've been playing for the past 2 weeks has been World War II. So my brain isn't getting, tampered. My opinion's not getting tampered by playing Rainbow Six Siege. I haven't played Rainbow Six Siege in forever. Literally the only game I've played in the past 2 weeks is Call of Duty World War II. I haven't been playing many games. I haven't been doing a lot of homework. But this is a very informal video. It's a general opinion. I'm not going to give an official review of this game until the full release, when I can play the campaign, when I can play the zombies, and multiplayer all at once. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I apologize, this commentary was jumping all over the place. You all know how my mind works. I'm pretty sure I need to stop apologizing, because literally every commentary is like this, and I'm gaining subscribers, so obviously you guys like it a little bit when I just kind of jump around. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you did enjoy or even agree with some opinions. And if you don't agree with some opinions, another thing to let me know in the comment section down below. What would you change about World War II? Do you think this is going to be a good game? Do you think it's going to be a bad game? And if so, why? Make sure to subscribe if you're new. And if you're returning, go check out some older videos, you know, if you haven't seen them. And I'll catch you all in the next one.
These girls wanna tie a kid down and keep me around, but I would never change. I'm a dog, I'm a hound, but I tell them what they wanna hear. They like how it sounds till I'm gone with the wind and I'm lost, never found. I met her at my show, then we smashed right after. If we go 3 rounds, then she fall in love faster. Very next morning, I'm Casper in another city for a show, somewhere getting plastered. It's a disaster. To her, I'm a drug. I do her kinda dirt.